listening to the Ochoman, Behind the Eight Ball, only on Ignotainment.
I'm always on the old black list or something.
Without further ado, the one, the only, Ochoman.
I'm trying to live my life and it just makes me so wild and mean.
Hola muchachos, my friends. It's June 19th here, and welcome to the show, guys. Behind the Eight Ball. Last week, we had no show.
It's been a while.
We had no show.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
They must be sobbing out there.
Our guy here putting down the Danish over there, Chris, he was in Belfast.
Belfast?
Yeah, he's
beautiful city.
He
It's
joined
an Illuminati meeting.
Is that in Thailand? No, that's
No.
Bangkok.
He joined the IRS Army.
I did.
The black and tans.
Exactly. Yeah, no, I was actually in a spot where there was a like a thing hanging on the wall that said, "Here lies the something of one of the IRA captains." Who
No, it's IRS.
Oh, the IRS captain. Sorry,
IRA.
Oh, it's IRA.
Yeah.
Oh boy,
Mm-hmm.
we haven't been
Go
on
on,
air
go
2
on,
minutes.
go
He's already
on.
made a mistake.
Shut up and go on, Chris.
Irish Republican Army.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. I'm just kidding.
But the plaque hanging up on the wall was the spot this guy was bombed, I guess.
Good for him.
But instead of saying that he was killed or he died, it said he was murdered.
By the black and tans?
By the black and tans.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
great.
those bastards. They did a lot of that over there, didn't they?
There was
Just
a lot
trying
of
to
bombing.
protect the empire.
We got our own over here called the IRS.
Yeah,
No,
we do.
not-
Equally
right.
as bad.
Right. More tyrannical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, we got Armand, we got Nick, we got Chris. I forgot to introduce you guys.
They know us.
Yeah, but
We're here.
But I'm telling you right now, though, I was driving across the Mississippi River. We haven't stopped raining here in fucking days.
Oh, it's awful.
I mean, this thing is about to reach that little lighthouse. The water.
Yeah.
Oh, those Chain of Rocks thing?
Yeah, it's almost there, man.
That's nothing. You remember 93? Now that was a flood.
93 was a curse.
Oh, God, that was...
They cursed
what a-
us for the riverboat casinos.
Yeah.
Oh,
We had
okay.
just
Oh,
had the
that was-
riverboat, and
that
that
was
was
God?
It was a curse. Yeah.
I'd bet Reverend Billy Graham he would probably agree with
Well,
that.
you know,
You probably would.
That sign that's like the billboard that's way in the field over there, that was underwater. The
Well,
billboard.
I'm telling you again. This is you deniers of
that was global warming?
Global
Oh,
warming.
my
No,
God.
this is
What, in
man-made.
93 In 93.
Oh, man. This is man-made. This is HARP. This is weather manipulation. They can generate
that's what
Oh
I'm
yeah,
weather. Yes.
okay. Well, that's different.
They
Now,
made
right,
Katrina
He's
happen.
talking about He's talking about the new conspiracy theory that we actually have weather weapons
Yes.
that we're using.
Really? No
Yes,
shit.
that's a different story.
No, I'm talking about the global warming.
Yeah, you're
and-
talking about sheer idiocy. you know.
and deniers like you.
blathering on.
And speaking of
And
deniers,
there's no such thing as gravity either.
speaking of deniers,
Yes, I deny that.
I gotta tell you, man, you were in my dream last night. Yeah,
Me?
Yeah, you were a little gay. You were a little gay in my dream.
What does that have to do with denying anything? I'm
Well,
going to deny that.
Well, that's what I mean. I mean, you're probably going to deny this too.
I might
You
as well
came
turn
on to me.
gay. I mean,
Yeah,
that was the incentive you gave me to be on this damn show. Well, you're going to get laid so much.
It's just by dudes.
Yeah, right. He didn't specify
Well,
which
you don't-
gender.
you don't even
Who
know.
do I get? Caitlyn Jenner?
No, no.
Oh, no.
Actually,
You'd be doing good with that one.
Actually, I got the hell out of the room. You were chasing me around. You had a feather in front of your Pepe. You're chasing,
feather?
Yeah. You're chasing me around the room. I quickly got the hell out of there. And guess who was knocking on the door at the time? Tony. Tony.
Tony.
Tony?
He had a Supreme Pizza in his hand.
Well, that
and you
right. Now, I
pulled
can
him
see
in.
where Freud would understand that. But
You
I,
pulled him into the fucking room.
I banged him.
And then all I heard was you yelling, "Squeal like a pig." and I got the hell out of there.
Hey, let me tell you something about
Boom.
that.
I got to tell you, in my dream, you were a little gay.
I actually
Wow.
I actually met the guy that said that. I used to lift weights in the Valley.
Ned Beatty?
No, the redneck
Right.
said
No, Bill
squeal like-
McKinney.
Oh, that's right,
Bill
yeah.
McKinney. And there was a guy in the gym, redheaded guy, tall guy, nicest guy in the world you ever met. And I just say hello, Bill, every day. I'd say hello to him.
Yeah.
And somebody told me, "Do you know who that is?" I
Oh,
said,
my
"No, he's just a
God.
nice guy. And I see him every day. He says
Hey,
hello."
he's a real nice
He's-
guy.
No, well,
He'll bend
that
you
was,
over,
That was a
son.
portrayal. That was a,
That mind goes through someone in that building every day.
I don't know,
That
this
word
guy
goes.
is-
goes through the minds of somebody.
right.
You know,
He
that
sp-
little
and I thought
phrase.
I had to tell him. I said, "You
Damn.
spoke probably the line I've probably quoted more than anybody in the world." Any line except maybe
Well,
to
you
be or
quoted
not
it
to be.
one more
Yeah.
time in my dream.
Well,
You-
I didn't say squeal like pig. I thought you got a pretty mouth.
Hey, you know
That's
who
the
I
one I liked.
You know who I used to see all the time in New
Great
York?
guy. He died.
Seen the Warriors?
Yeah, sure.
Warriors,
The guy with the bottles at the end.
Well, that was in the middle, wasn't
Yeah,
it? Where you
no,
got
at the end. It was
Warriors
at the
come out
end
to
of the
play?
movie. Come out to play.
Yeah.
That was at the end when they made it to Coney Island.
Right,
the turf.
You thought they were going to make it.
Yeah, well, they did make it.
Yeah, well.
But
it's
I
touch and
talked
go
to
there.
that guy.
Did you see the remake?
I don't watch any remakes.
I know.
think
Did
they're
you?
pitiful.
The
There was
worst
a
remake
remake
in the
to the
world.
Warriors?
Yeah, they made a remake, and the
Oh,
worst
God.
is
Slapshot.
Longest Yard. Well, that was a
No,
sequel.
Oh, that's
Shit.
horrible.
That was a
Come
sequel, but
on.
a remake.
Longest Yard was not that bad.
Oh, it was awful.
Oh,
Awful.
Adam Sandler. I didn't see
Come
it with
on.
Adam Sandler.
Adam
It wasn't-
Sandler?
It wasn't that bad
Really?
compared to Slapshot.
That wasn't a
2
remake though. That was a sequel. There's a difference.
You can't mess with Slapshot.
and Caddyshack 2 or
No.
shit like
Those
that.
are
Yeah.
sequels.
That's like Gone with the Wind and Wizard of Oz, Godfather.
Well, I told you we were talking about Edward G. You'll have to give the
Edward G. Everyone
Yeah.
do
Yeah,
Edward G.
Shane,
It's
yeah,
Edward G
Shane,
time.
Edward G, Shane.
Let's hear it.
Where's your Messiah now? See? Yeah.
Where's your Ochoman now, Shane?
All right. Well, I watched
Speak up, Nicholas.
Solomon and Sheba last night, or part of it. I couldn't get through it. It was awful.
Was it porn?
Awful.
Was it
horrible.
porn?
No, it was Yul Brynner
Oh, Yul Brynner.
and Gina Lola Brigida. who
Yul
looked
Brynner.
Really
No,
good.
Yul
With
Brynner was
hair.
a
He had
good-looking
hair.
dude.
I don't think. I think he was better bald. He looked better bald.
He was a better looking bald dude. In the Magnificent Seven?
Have you had dreams about him too?
I know, but you know what? I always said Yul Brynner in Moses, he looked like he had his shit together. It was a smooth head. You know, a lot of people that have bald heads, they don't really have nice-looking bald
No,
heads.
he had a nice smell in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a nice, round fucking
That
head,
was a
you know?
perfect, what a spherical. What is that? Pi art of the fourth. I mean, it was beautiful. The area of his head was just
You're over my
perfect,
head.
Perfect sphere. Yeah.
Okay.
Telly Savalas had a nice-looking head, too. It was a perfectly round head.
Yes.
Man, I used to, yeah.
He actually
Uncle Fester, now, he didn't have a
he
good
actually
looking head.
had hair until he played Blofeld on Her Majesty's Secret Service. Remember, he was Blofeld, Telly
No, I
Savalas.
didn't watch that fucking movie.
Well, everything he was in, he had hair, and then they shaved him because that character, the James Bond character.
You mean
and
he
he's-
didn't do that voluntarily?
No, they shaved it for that part, and he thought he looked great, so he just kept it shaved.
Well, that'd be a monkey's ass.
I lived on the block where they filmed Kojak, the precincts, where they shot all the like exterior shots of the police precinct, and I would and it was still a precinct, so I would sit on my fire escape and just get high and just watch them bring the bring the cons in.
How old were you?
Huh?
How old were you?
I was like 23, 22, 23. I lived in that apartment in
Were you doing mushrooms?
New York.
We were talking about Nick's. I don't think Chris was here. We were talking about Nick's
Well, tell Chris. Don't tell me.
hallucinatory.
I'm right here.
Oh yeah.
Tendencies. He's
Oh
had a
no, I
very
haven't
wide
done
array.
I haven't done acid in.
So
my
you don't
God,
but you don't
decades.
do acid, right? You drop acid.
Drop acid. Yeah, I haven't done.
I'm
it.
the one that drops ass. No.
So is that what you do? You said you drop
dung.
acid?
I have. I mean, like
Have you ever done
Uh-oh.
DMT?
Chris.
You've never done DMT?
No, fuck all
DMT.
that.
Oh, DMT.
Yeah,
What is that?
DMT.
Tell them they're experienced one.
I don't.
Well,
I haven't done that. I haven't
Chris-
done Molly,
Chris has
Special
experience too?
K, none of that.
Chris is
Chris has experienced most.
Chris is a
of these.
buffet.
Well, DMT actually is oh my God, I wish I could remember the
Of course, he's not
scientific
going to
name.
remember. He's
It's-
fried.
Yes, I wouldn't
Yeah.
have. You haven't
But
done enough if you remember it.
It's naturally occurring in the brain, so it's developed in a lab, to mimic this substance
Every
that's
drug should be
naturally occurring in your
developed in a
brain.
lab.
And it's super rare, hard to find, but it's supposed to be the most hardcore, like out of this world hallucinogen that all.
Right,
And
but it's very difficult to get a hold of.
Yes,
like
and
wow.
tickets to the Masters.
apparently, though, when you smoke it, though, and everyone who I've
Oh, you
spoken
smoke
to,
it?
Yes, so you smoke it. Apparently,
right.
and
I was wondering
sorry to
what
interrupt, Och, but I believe
wondering
this
what the
is
delivery
something
system
that
was.
these guys would be interested to hear. So when you smoke this, from everyone who I've spoken to who's done it, it's not that you're hallucinating. It's actually that it opens your mind enough that allows you to then experience the other existing dimensions around you. That it's not a hallucination. It just
Wow.
opens your mind, and that
I'm
you experience
into
the
it.
DMT elves. Okay, that are real entities. That
Wait a minute. I've
exist-
seen elves. I've seen these elves, and I haven't done.
yeah,
Go on.
so that that exist in conjunction with us, but just in another.
Right,
And,
just right.
and
Well,
these
there are
elves
10
will then
dimensions.
start to work on your neck and spine, like sort of to fix you. Will answer questions about the world, and everyone.
Chris,
They
uses
were
it.
elves.
You gotta give this to
They were
NASA.
elves.
Is there any chance that we could bring our GM in here and us five can smoke this shit?
I believe you would be open to that. So one of the
Man,
interns here,
yeah.
he
Is
used
there any
to.
way I can get into another dimension permanently?
So one of
I bet
the
I get
int-
laid in a different
You
dimension.
might see aliens.
Would you stop
I wonder if they
getting
have plenty
laid?
of fish in that dimension.
You can see elves. You can see aliens.
Yeah,
I don't
one-
want to see that. I just want to get laid.
So one of the interns here, he went to jail for extracting it. Like, so you're also able to extract it from some sort of like tree bark or something.
Oh,
Like,
really? I
there's a
thought it
way
was
to
totally
extract it.
synthetic.
I thought, well,
yeah.
I'll send you a bunch of information about it. But he did
Just send me
some-
the drug.
Yeah, where he would extract
Is
it.
this
from
the
and went
shit
to
you
jail.
lick frogs and stuff like that?
No, I don't. I don't know
was
what
it?
that is. But this
There's
is.
There's a drug that
yeah.
makes you do that too.
There's some crazy
I
ass
heard
frog.
about that.
He
yeah.
actually licked the frog to get high.
Yeah,
Good
yeah. I
way to
heard
get
that.
warts.
No. This frog is like pink with yellow
Ah.
on it and shit.
So this-
He's in the tropical regions of down in the Brazil area and so forth. You find this frog, you lick it, and then you start seeing shit.
So
Yeah.
that's how you get high, by licking the frog.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look the frog. Yeah. And it has some kind of
Here, I'm
chemical
on.
in
Oh,
its
you
oil or
sublingually.
whatever. Yeah.
DMT. I'll look that up. Wow,
Yeah.
that is some pretty exotic stuff
Yeah.
there. That's string theory, 9th dimension.
Here are the
Speaking
elves.
of-
There are
Yeah,
10,
the
there are 10
elves.
dimensions, you know.
Check this out.
String theory.
Now, see,
I
I've
don't
seen
wanna see
elves
it.
on
Looks like a-
mushrooms.
Looks like a Gustav Klimt
I've tripped on
painting.
mushrooms, and I've seen elves in bushes.
That was Armand trying to.
That was me pissing.
I thought it was just me tripping, and
I'd
I
like
was
to get-
now I know they were real. They were trying to tell me something.
It was
Yeah.
Max, our other intern.
Yeah,
haven't-
he's at a rest area hiding.
You have a new intern?
No, you quit.
Wow,
he,
man.
Yeah, he quit.
Hey, did you guys,
He
Nick?
took a lesser job. Guys
That tells you anything.
can't figure that shit out.
He took a 50% pay cut just to get out of here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, what a prick! You don't find that anymore.
Boy, that's real
Yeah.
dedication.
He had a 3-minute. He lived 3 minutes away, so he's 3 minutes from work.
Right.
Made twice the money. Left somewhere to make half the money and drive an hour and 10 minutes.
Oh God!
Who is this clown?
He's an elf.
He's
Boy,
related
he's
to
a
the
pixie.
He's related to Indians that bought Rhode Island for him.
It's not Rhode Island, Manhattan.
Manhattan, Rhode Island. Shut up with your bullshit.
Rhode
one time.
Island. No, that's Borneo.
It could have been Rhode Island.
Eddie,
It's right
just pick
fucking
an
there.
island.
No, they're
The
both
Rhode Island
islands.
is not an island. Yeah, thank you. I just.
You
It's,
fucking.
it's
irked me.
actually the name of the state. It's
And-
actually
and
Rhode
you know-
Island. Did you
know
know
what?
this?
This is why you don't get laid, because every time a chick talks to you, you put her down
No,
like that.
no,
Even in my dream, you were chasing me around.
Most
I had to
chicks
get the
are-
fuck
most
out of
chicks
there.
are smart enough to know
Thank God-
the
thank
Dutch
God-
bought Manhattan, not Rhode Island.
Thank God Tony entered with his pizza. That was my escape route.
Man, let me
That's
ask you
your
something.
salvation.
Do some of your dates end up where you're like, it's very late at night, like you're at a bar, like 2 a.m. and you're still drinking, you don't really have anything to say?
He
but you're
hits him
still
over the
there?
head with a hammer
No,
and
no,
puts him
they
in the
never-
They don't.
closet.
Do they ever like? Are
No.
they like that?
No, they never hang around that long.
Okay, because
an hour and that's
when
it.
you're at that
They get a
situation and you're with someone and no one, you're just like kind of, there's only ice in the glass and no one said anything. She just wants you to take her home and fuck her.
I know, but they never last that long. They always
Yeah,
leave
they
after.
leave.
But
Yeah.
she's sitting there still
Oh no,
for a
she's
reason.
still there at 2 a.m. Even I can read those signs.
It always helps when you pick up the tab. I mean, chicks.
No.
I know.
Not the
right?
first
What
date.
do you think? What do you think you're gonna get if you keep telling her to pick up the bill?
That could be a sympathy thing. It could be like, well, I'll buy the
I mean,
I'll buy lunch.
First date. The first date is
It's
the
not
one
a date.
That,
When you meet someone on Plenty of Fish, that first meeting is not a date.
what do
That
you
doesn't
call
count.
that?
A meeting.
A meeting.
But
Just to
what
make
is
sure
a
she
date?
looks-
If it's a
Well,
date,
why don't you
what does
bring
that
me
mean?
along
You get a
then?
kiss or
I've gone on one. I met one. She brought her mother with her.
Oh,
Honest to
shut
God.
up.
no way.
She brought her mother.
Well, you-
Why?
And her mother was better looking than she was.
Ha!
Ugh, that bag. Eesh.
Oh,
Wow.
Lord, man.
Speaking of ugly people, did you see the Pope exercise the whole country of Mexico?
No.
Yeah, did you see that, Chris?
I don't
I-
believe.
I'm
yes,
sure you
I don't
did
believe
see
in the
that.
Pope anymore.
The Pope exercised the whole country. He purged their demons.
I did not see this.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
apparently all of Mexico is possessed.
Satan is in the
saved now.
Vatican right
well,
now.
not now. Yeah, the Pope exercised them.
They're in good shape now.
I think they're okay. Yeah.
Well, you know
Thank
what?
God.
If you drank this beer, did
What
you guys
beer?
hear about this fucking beer, Coors Light?
I've heard of that. Yeah.
And this is
Silver
the shit.
Bullet.
Yeah, this is
I
the
have
shit.
heard of that beer. Yeah.
This is the shit our GM drinks all the time, and our buddy Dan, he comes into town.
Are they our sponsors today?
Yeah,
Coors Light.
Yeah, Coors Light is our sponsors.
Yeah.
And
Golden, Colorado.
They're holding 30 days. They're stopping anything getting out of Coors.
Why?
Because of cocaine. Cocaine has been found in
They're
Coors
replacing
Light.
the beer with
Really?
cocaine. Oh, they put it in the beer.
It has been reported by the FDA that cocaine has been found in thousands of Coors Light beers nationwide.
What's the FDA?
The FDA began the investigation on the beers before they were sent out to the factories.
Chris, I'll bet you $5 he doesn't know what FDA stands
All right,
for.
I'll do it right now.
What does it stand for?
Federal Department of Agriculture.
You owe me
You're such a
$5.
bullshit. That's it, Chris.
Food
Isn't
and Drug Administration.
Why's it got to be that? Don't give me that.
Well, there's no Federal Department of Agriculture anyway. There's the Agriculture Department.
All right, who gives a shit, okay?
I was betting Chris. You have nothing to do with this.
I just lost.
Yes. We're just having a little fun with your
pay him.
ignorance.
Don't pay him. How's that? Anyway, they
I
found...
knew that was an easy
bet. God damn it. So that's what they found. They found... Speaking of finding shit, I'm sure you...
Yeah, Nick,
two
please.
weeks down, we haven't had any of your conspiracy shit there.
Oh, find
Let's hear
it.
it. Let's hear
talk-
it, baby.
Come on. Let's have something
Fire away at
completely
us.
outrageous.
Well, last time we were here, I think I brought up how they finding. You're talking about what we find. They found those tiny skeletons, right?
Yeah, well, those Martians.
Oh, yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah. I remember those pictures.
Well, I just been recently on one of my
no.
another picture.
There's more.
A podcast I was listening to had this guest, and she was talking about giant skeletons being found all over the world, and I'm talking about 20 feet skeletons.
Wow, Brobdingnagian.
Now some of these are could be photoshopped and stuff, but some of these are some of these photos
Look at the
are from-
head on that fucking
yeah, but
thing.
what?
Yeah.
Do you have something to put it in scale? What?
Yeah, there are people in there.
Oh, they're real people.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a person.
These
Wow.
giant skeletons are probably what compose Cahokia Mounds, because all these Indian tribes tell the same story of these giant people, and the Bible talks about them and calls them the Nephilim and the Anunnaki, and so they came from the stars. And the Indians all talk about they were people eaters. And there's that Piasaw bird in Alton that ate men around that time. So what I believe is that they found a way to... All these Indian tribes say the same thing. They did find a way to kill them. In numbers, there was more of our kind than their kind. So from numbers, we killed them.
Sheer volume.
But how the hell are we going to bury them? So they just piled dirt on them, and now you have mounds and mountains everywhere. And
How big do you think the dick was on this guy?
Oh, he had to have a
check
schlong.
this
Holy
out.
moly.
He's a good 8.
This is from the Globe Democrat,
meters.
St. Louis Globe
Jesus.
Democrat, 1908, where talking about human beings being sacrificed on Cahokia Mounds.
I thought they wanted to sell. I thought they wanted to build a mall or something on Cahokia Mounds. Did
I
you see
probably
that?
would.
Wow.
Where
What are they gonna do
human
with these
beings
bodies?
were
I'd
sacrificed.
probably let him.
I
be honest
would.
with you.
Sure, that's very valuable
Is that
property.
no
bunch of
shit?
fucking
They were
dirt.
people being
cares?
sacrificed.
Yeah, to the sun god.
You know what? I
Yeah.
went up there and I felt strange vibes. And there's
Oh,
there's
yeah.
Oh
something-
boy, here we
My
go.
mother used to tell me
You get up too
and
fast and you
when I
feel
was
strange
little,
vibes.
See, they just opened it as like a little park
It's
when
called
we
low
were
blood
in
pressure.
grade school.
Yeah.
So there used to be local legends around it before it opened up.
Son of a bitch.
My mother told me you can't go up sledding up there because kids would go up sledding up there and disappear. Now, not that that's true, but
don't
I'm just
think
telling
your
you,
mom
those
wanted
were
you
the
to say
local,
that.
like, little ghost stories.
Little legends, yeah.
Yeah.
Those are
But yeah, how about that,
those are
man?
residential myths.
By the way, what type of a fucking rip was that on me a second ago?
I don't remember. I don't recall. Usually
Yeah, there's so many.
Well, usually I insult your nervous system, but I went after your vascular system that time.
Yeah, that's
Trying to
been
vary
in bad
it.
shape.
And your reproductive system isn't much either.
I wonder
from what your wife says.
I wonder if there's any impact, because I'm sure there haven't been any studies yet on all that extra added like exposure to the lithium ion batteries and all that from driving an all electric car. Like I wonder if it has like
the Tesla
yeah,
here.
I don't think we've done any
Now,
study.
now you, huh? Now you.
I don't know.
What
His
did-
neurons were desiccated already. I don't think that has anything to do with it.
What did Napoleon? Not Napoleon.
Napoleon's hemorrhoids? Would you like to hear
Caesar.
that?
What did
story?
Caesar say?
Epilepsy.
Shut up for a second. Caesar gets stabbed by his
Et tu, Brute.
et tu brute.
Brute.
tu brute.
Not
Et
et
tu
tu,
brute.
butthead. Et tu, Brute. It's Latin.
Yeah, that's what
I'm just trying
that's
to
what
look
I
out.
just
I'm just
said.
trying to look out for
Yeah,
you.
those Romans, they
That's
spoke.
That's
they
what I
spoke,
just said.
Latin.
You rudely interrupted me again. All right, so we established that maybe
What
that
have we
there
established?
is something going on at Cahokia Mounds. There were some sacrifices going on. They make it look so fucking happy. Happy
I see
Indians
people
up there.
climbing those stairs up there, and they use they run up there.
And they're in archaeology, like digs and stuff. They're like, no, you're not digging here. You're not digging anything. What were you gonna say?
Well, I was gonna ask you, what are those? All those lumbers that are put in a
it's like
round,
a Stonehenge kind of thing.
Yeah, it's perfectly
It's like some
round.
kind of sun clock or something. They were sun worshippers. They worshiped the sun god. People still worship the sun god, and there is still sacrifice. You remember the? I'm bringing it into to modern day, like Janet Jackson, the wardrobe malfunction.
Yeah.
Remember what was on her titty?
Yeah.
First of all, you don't decorate your titty so you don't show it. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Pasty.
It was the sun god she had on her
really?
titty, and
Well,
that was a ritual.
Wait a minute, which sun god? Because the Greek sun god was Helios.
Man, I
The
don't
Colossus of Rhodes was Helios.
Apollyon.
Look at-
Apollyon.
Apollyon.
Yes.
Apollyon
And let me tell you
and
something
Helios.
else.
Look
I
it up
think
on John
Bono of U2, I think he's a big fucking phony now.
I'm
and I
with
used
ya.
to love U2, man.
Me too.
I loved them.
Me too. I totally
dig their
agree.
music.
What do you
and I
have
think he's a
against
big
him?
fucking
I think
phony.
he's a sellout
He
myself.
is a
What did he
sellout.
do?
He's a big phony.
What
He's
do
a
you
big
do?
phony. He
And
just
I
said
think
it.
he's into some other kind of bullshit. I think he's maybe into some look. I'm not going to diss Masons. I think, you're a Mason, he's a Mason, not you
me.
guys. I'm just saying that these Masons that you may
anti-Mason.
know,
Our GM's
they're
a
all
Mason.
just, we're just saying they're all just fine.
Yeah,
okay?
good. They're all fine people.
I'm just saying that here's the rumor, and you do see you see Freemasonic symbols everywhere in society. And hold on a second.
It's in the zoo.
Yeah.
It's in that the circle.
So what
go ahead.
supposedly the voices I
talking
listen
about?
to say that when you get to 33rd degree, you take on the Luciferian doctrine.
Wow, I think that's Scientology too.
Probably is. Okay, so I believe that Bono, who you don't just get to meet the Pope and the Queen, and Bono has met everybody. And when he's talking about that song Vertigo,
Yeah.
he's got vertigo. Why? Because you're climbing these
Yes.
steps of hierarchy.
That's correct.
He says it's everything I wish I didn't know. Right? Then in the song
Highly indicative.
Invisible, he has the song Invisible, and he says, "Now I won't. Let's see. Next time you see me, I won't be me. It won't be me. No, I won't be my father's son. I'm more than you see. I'm more than you know. I'm more than you see here. There's more to." He's saying there's more going on here than you think, and he's just a smuggy bastard. So
Paul
he's
Hewson, right? Isn't that his name?
Paul Hewson. Yeah, I think he's a phony. Or the real Bono died, and he's a fucking Paul McCartney type, like a clone.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
right.
really, because he used to be a different dude, man.
He used to be so into revolutionary and
Yeah,
he went to
music.
that
Africa.
Red
Didn't he
campaign,
go to Africa to cure
1%
AIDS?
went to the charity. 1% of his big AIDS Red campaign.
Right, I remember that.
1%
Where'd the
went
rest
to
go?
the people.
Well, it went
His
to Bono.
pocket,
attaboy.
someone else's pocket.
Okay, well, I can understand that. He's not a phony then. He's
I bet you.
Anybody
He's a
rubbing
true
elbows
capitalist.
with George Bush like that, I'm not buying their records.
No kidding. But now there's a Jeb.
There is a
Oh,
Jeb.
God help us.
Yeah.
I'm not voting for Jeb Bush.
Jeb's
Rand Paul,
already
baby.
stirring shit
Nah,
up.
Rand
with
Paul.
Yeah,
Rand Paul.
I agree with you. I agree. Rand
Yeah,
Paul.
kick his ass.
Yeah,
Hey.
me too. I don't like that.
When in
fucking
doubt, go with the ophthalmologist.
ophthalmologist.
He's an
I'm not
ophthalmologist.
voting.
No
folks.
kidding.
Guy's brilliant, man.
I'm really not.
Hey,
Come on, vote for Rand Paul.
I'm going to vote. Go ahead.
Nope, you go ahead. Well, okay, so this is something I've had on my mind that I've been wanting to ask you.
Oh.
I've been wanting to ask Nick, okay? Ever since on my flight from here to London, okay? Like we had these in-seat entertainment systems that had on-demand everything, okay? So on my way over,
what airline was it?
it was
Virgin?
no, it was U.S. Airways, but it's operated by American Airlines.
American, yes, correct.
So
it's not a bad stock, by the way.
yeah, no, and it was a great airplane, by the way, brand new airplane. I was
What was it,
extremely-
Boeing?
extremely
Would you
impressed.
let
No,
him
it was-
finish this fucking story?
It was.
I was wondering if it was an Airbus.
The fuck
No,
you care?
it was an Airbus. It was.
Ah, I don't
yeah.
like Airbus.
Yeah, I know. So anyway. So on my way over there, I decided to watch this Citizen 4. It's the whole like Edward Snowden story and documentary.
Oh, yeah.
It legitimately freaked me out about all of the NSA like wiretapping.
God,
and
yes.
like I had a
That's
pretty good
terrifying
idea
stuff.
like on the surface of what was going on, but like when he got into some of the specific programs, and especially it freaked me out because I was on my way to London, and he talked about how in the UK that the laws allowed them so much more access to the content of your conversations, not just like the metadata. And here's why it freaked me out even more. So we get off the airplane to go through security, to go through immigration, even to walk onto the airplane. So after you're through customs, you're through security, everything, to go hand them your boarding pass to get on the plane, facial scanning.
Damn.
Wow.
Like they have these little spots on the ground that you have to stand on, and there's a facial scanner in 3 spots in the airport that you have to go that goes zzz, zzz, and
What, to
scans
make
your
sure
face.
you are
Make
like
sure you're
retina
you.
scan and all that?
However, according to all the stuff that Snowden leaked, the NSA is like in conjunction with the government in the UK is just constantly compiling all that information and
absolutely.
is matching it up with other
Sure,
shit.
of
Man, it
course.
was
I know. Yeah,
it freaked me
hey,
out.
This is Brave New World stuff, Jono. Have you read that lately?
I'm actually trying to find the email that someone sent to Nick. I didn't.
Well, that comes later in the program.
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
it?
yeah,
You're,
I
you're,
know.
out of sequence here.
No, I'm
tell you
right
what.
there.
I'll bet the NSA already knows Ochoman's picks for today.
Oh, there's no question.
Easily, they know. They
Bullshit!
know.
I just came up with it.
Yeah, they still know.
They know what's in your head, man.
The Batman
oh God,
movies.
those poor guys. That must be confusing.
You should watch the Batman movies, and they will show. It's
It's a Brave New World.
you
Just
know
read
how
Brave New
in
World.
I think it was Batman. When one of those Batman movies, the way that Batman won over killed Bane, was he hacked into everybody's cell phones, so he was able to find out where he was.
You know, I'm
Something
getting
like
really
that.
sick and tired
So-
of Batman looking more cut up every year or two. I
Cut
mean, I
up?
like my old pajama
yeah,
looking.
Batman was
That's
never
Adam
badass.
West.
Batman
Spider-Man
never-
too. He looked like Spider-Man. He's a pussy.
I mean,
With a web.
I mean, Batman relied a lot on Robin, and
right.
they climbed.
I liked Adam
simple
West.
Rope.
He was
Yeah,
had a
Adam
gut.
West.
He's a fat Batman. He looked terrible.
He wasn't fat.
He
I
was
mean,
Skull and
he
Bones.
was that?
Oh, there you
Skull
go.
and Bones.
Ripping on.
I liked him.
I mean, he looked like a simple guy. Now these
He's still alive.
motherfuckers
Can
are.
you believe it?
Okay, is he really?
Yeah.
He
He's
ought
gotta
to
be
come
90.
out. He ought to come out and come up with a new Batman.
Yeah, Batman in the nursing home.
Well, there you go. There should be.
I don't think he could
series
even
on that.
slide down the pole now without breaking his hip. But Alfred's dead. Alan Napier.
Well, fuck. He was
Yeah.
90 on the show.
What is
correct. He's dead.
who's
Burt
Lucius
Ward's
Fox? If that's not a anagram of Lucifer or
Yeah,
whatever,
right.
Lucius Fox.
Lucius Fox.
You know Crowley's Aleister Crowley's grandson Nathan Crowley was the art director on that film,
Batman.
on the last 3 Batmans. Yeah,
No
and there's kind of an
shit.
eerie
so
look
you see
to it, yeah.
pentagrams and shit. Nathan
that
Crowley.
figures.
Where was that at?
Oh, you've seen it like in the advertising. Batman is standing in some ruins, and he's standing right by like an upside down star.
Is this the last one?
I
With,
see that.
I
yeah.
didn't see it. So it was Christian Bale. Was he Batman?
Christian Bale's a good fucking Batman.
He's supposed to be a real jerk.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
really
he-
hard.
he's-
Really hard to
he's
work
in
with.
the-
He's my favorite Batman.
Yeah,
Those were the
he's
best
real
Batman
ass,
too.
movies.
He's mine too. Who would you bang in the '60s? The Catwoman or
Oh,
the
Catwoman.
Bat?
Julie Newmar.
Or that Bat?
That was I could still remember my first hard on.
What was
It
the
Julie
Bat-
Newmar.
What was the Bat?
I can't
Batwoman?
remember,
Was she called Batwoman?
No,
Batgirl.
Batgirl. Yvonne Craig.
Batgirl or Cat?
They're both They both had those nice tight leather
Oh
outfits.
my god!
But Julie Newmar was first. Batgirl didn't come till like the 3rd season. 'cause
Okay, who would you have banged though?
Julie Newmar.
I can't remember.
Julie
I can't
Newmar.
remember. Hell, Eartha Kitt looked good to me.
Nah,
She was tall, man. That Catwoman.
Julie
was-
Newmar was like almost 5'11", 6 feet tall. Yeah,
Yeah.
she was great.
She would have towered you.
Oh yeah.
Fuck, are you kidding me?
Oh, well, make a cell phone out of me.
Yeah, no kidding.
Tower me.
Yeah, well, okay, stop. Fuck, this is what you were doing in my
panting.
dream. I'm getting flashbacks again.
Just show me a picture of Tony. That'll cool me off.
No, you actually had your way with him, and his
don't be
fucking
disgusting.
supreme pizza too.
Wow, Julie Newmar.
Anyway,
Hey,
I just
speaking of
tossed
that,
out there.
but speaking of the WikiLeaks, that's another transgender guy. That what's his name? Manning. Remember? his assistant, Assange's assistant or whatever, the guy, the Private Manning, changed his name to Chelsea.
Yeah.
Now he's we paid for his sex change too. Threw him in jail and paid for his sex change.
Supposedly, Jenner's, I read or I saw on a video that I didn't watch that Bruce Jenner's sex change is some kind of like tribute to a goddess. It's an occult thing, yeah. But
Yes.
I didn't watch it. I didn't look into it.
I'm going to remain male as a tribute to the god Apollo,
It just blows my mind.
Well, you may
the god Adonis.
You think about it, you may get laid if you become a woman.
Oh God, I think so.
I mean, you're a good-looking cat. Just
With a wig? I think if I put a wig on,
and you
I
got
can't
a
afford
nice,
the hormones. Costs
yeah,
too much.
That's true too. How much did he pay
A
for
lot
it?
of money for that estrogen, and I guess he's got implants, right?
Yeah, he did get implants, didn't he?
I think he got
Yes,
his
he
Adam's
did.
apple. I think he got his Adam's apple shaved down too.
yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Had a little shave.
Can you imagine that? How awful that would hurt. Like,
Well, I would imagine he was under
Jesus
anesthesia.
Christ. I know. I mean, after.
I mean, you touch it, it kind of hurts right there. You know.
That was always the tip off, but now, boy, you can't go by that.
he sure is getting the tip off, if you know what I mean.
Oh no.
He's being facetious.
Yeah, he's really out of line today.
It's a love. Just have to.
He's really out of line. And
Did you know that facetious has all the vowels in order?
The NSA's in my head.
A-E-I-O-U.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
The word facetious has every vowel in order.
Thank you, because
A-E-I-O-U.
now I
That's-
will know how to spell that.
Right.
Well, that's fucking great. Hey, Nick, any UFO stories, man? I love that shit.
Yeah. Boy, yeah, something.
Yeah,
Something
any
big
abductions?
happened. Well, there's this guy Whitley Strieber who wrote Communion, and he let's see what else.
He got abducted.
He got abducted. He's the one that made all the sparked all the anal probe jokes, because he says that the
Richard Gere
aliens
jokes?
stuck the thing up his ass, and Christopher Walken plays him in the movie.
There's a movie?
Yeah, it's called Communion.
Communion.
It's weird.
I tell you
not a
what,
real good one.
I seen that Jurassic World.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought it was a damn good movie. I love the 3D effects. I'm telling you right now, if we took this drug that you mentioned earlier, Chris,
Yeah,
DMT. Yeah.
and walked in that theater with those 3D glasses, boom, we got
Now, do
something
you have to
special
pay extra
going.
$2 to see that in 3D? What a ripoff that is, huh?
I haven't ever
You know
seen
that-
a movie in at the movie theaters in 3D.
I have, but they charge you an extra $2.
Oh, Jesus, you cheapo. It's well worth it. It's a one-time
If I'm
gig.
on a
You'll watch
POF date, for all you girls on Plenty of Fish, we're not going. If we go, we're going 2D. That's all it is.
So
if
you-
I'm paying
you were asking-
2D,
You were asking me about that.
That's why you're not getting laid.
I'm not even getting close.
Oh, fuck. Well, pay the extra $2, you cheap
I would if it was
bastard.
getting me laid. I can't even get them in the theater. I can't even cop a feel.
All right, well,
Can't even get in the balcony.
You want me to talk in the bushes? You just
What, Jeb?
No. I mean, you just stand there, and I'll be talking in the bushes.
Oh, that's all I need. You doing a Cyrano de
like
Bergerac
the movie
for him.
Easy Money.
No, like Cyrano de Bergerac.
No, Easy Money. Easy Money. When Julio was down the
That's a ripoff.
downstairs.
Yes, that's a ripoff.
And the little Spanish guy was talking for Julio.
Did you see the gal who ripped off 131 pairs of underwear?
No.
Put it all in her purse? Boy, that must have been small underwear, huh?
Yeah.
Those are
From
nice.
I think it was from a Walmart.
Giggity.
I like those. I bet she looked good too.
131.
131 pairs.
I
That's a lot
think
of
you could
underwear.
probably roll them all up in a ball for
Those little string. What do they call G-string? I guess, right?
G-string. Now,
Wow.
underwear like I got.
Oh, gee.
Yeah, you would probably need a shopping cart.
Are you kidding? You could cover the infield with your underwear. My God, I've seen your underwear. You got life-size elephants on your underwear. Real balloons. You can go up in them.
All right,
Helium
blow it
balloons.
out your ass. I don't even wear
that's
underwear.
enough, see?
You fucker.
Boy, I'm really taking pot shots. This is fun.
Yeah,
Let's
it's
do another
really-
show.
yeah.
Let's do two.
Oh,
Hey, let's play two.
You're gonna miss your Memphis
Like Willie
flight.
Mays. I'm going to Nashville.
Nashville, Memphis. All same thing. What do they got down there?
What state's that in?
That's in Memphis.
Yeah, what
That's-
state?
Tennessee.
Attaboy. That's good.
All right.
What's the capital?
Why was I going to say Nantucket? Hang on. I
An
got
obvious
this.
joke.
I got this.
You're
Tennessee is Nashville.
Right.
Nantucket. What the
You want to
fuck?
give the limerick? I mean, you got to give the limerick.
I don't know no limerick.
There once was a woman from Nantucket. Oh, no, a man from Nantucket, of course.
Supposedly, did you guys hear Putin is going to open a military-based themed park?
Cool.
That
be
would
fun.
be something I would like to
Hey,
check
we
out.
almost had that. We had
do you
paintball,
guys,
remember?
Do you
Yeah, we
guys
did have a
remember
paintball.
Boy, we
field.
took a bath on that one.
about a month ago? Is Putin dead? You remember hearing about
Another
that?
one? No.
No, we
You don't
haven't
hear
seen
about
I
that.
think
Well,
Putin's alive.
We were talking about it.
Alive and well.
That one I think is alive and doing great.
Well, he could be a double.
Well, I'm sure
He
he has
could be
doubles.
dead.
I'll bet
Well,
he
he's
has
got
doubles.
doubles,
I
but
bet
I'm just
we all
saying,
have
Like
doubles.
Blofeld.
There was about 7 Saddam. No, it was like 7 Bin Laden
course,
doubles.
you'd be stupid not to.
9 Bin Saddam
Yeah, but
doubles.
all those Arabs look alike. Well, Slavic people look alike too. You could find it. They all have those dull features.
Baltic people look alike. They got
Yeah.
the blonde and blue eyes.
Yeah. Who
Yeah.
doesn't look alike? Asians look alike.
Yeah.
Armenians look alike. We all look
Armenians
alike.
look, yeah.
Who
yeah.
doesn't look alike? Nordic people, I guess.
Asians.
Swedes.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Swedes don't look
Chinese
alike.
people look alike.
Oh,
Do you
God,
know
yeah. You
a
kidding?
comedian named Bill Hicks? He
Yeah,
died.
I've heard of him. I've heard of him.
Okay. He died in '93,
Mm-hmm.
about the same time that Alex Jones came up.
Appeared, yes.
They're both from Austin, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
They both have the same producer. They both have the same political standpoint,
Right.
and they look identical.
But you think there's
Bill
something?
Hicks
They do say
faked
that
his death
we
and
do
is
have
Alex
one
Jones.
person
Oh, I've got
in the
more than
world.
one. I've had so many people think I'm somebody
Man, I'm
else.
telling you.
Sylvester Stallone.
Al Pacino.
Al Pacino. There you go.
I was Sylvester Stallone.
I just heard that. I haven't heard that theme in a long time. I heard on the way over here that Bill Conti
Yeah, what about?
gonna fly. I thought of you. I don't know why, because I remember you were such a Rocky fan.
Yeah,
That's not a bad piece of music. They played it to death.
Yeah, they really did, and I bought the one the little record, the
Oh,
45.
Yeah, those are great.
The 45. You had
Boy.
one song, "Flying
What was on the other
High
side?
Now," and then
What was on the B
it
side?
was, I think it was the extended version on the other side.
Just the no words.
Twinkle,
on the other
twinkle,
side,
little
just the
star
instrumental side,
for
yeah.
trumpet.
It's amazing the shit that we had back then that we don't use now, like
8 tracks.
Well, like land phone. I don't even know why I have a fucking land.
You
phone.
have one?
I have
Wow.
a land phone, but all it does is ring, and it's got a 1-800 number on it, and they
Yeah, that's the only people that
I
call on
I
it.
pick it up and they go, "Is this Jean
Kajabenjian?
Yeah, I go, "No, she's dead," and then I hang up.
Gene is dead.
And then why kill all these fucking trees for Yellow Book?
No,
phone-
hey.
phone book.
So the state of Missouri now has
Yellow
this-
Pages.
yeah,
Yellow Pages.
has the same thing that they have for like you know how you're able to sign up for like the call list, like
Yeah.
to not get called by marketers.
Right.
They have the same thing for the Yellow Pages and opt-out list.
Oh.
But that shows hell. If think about how much that like small businesses were spending, like even in the mid '90s, on advertising the Yellow Pages.
Sure, that
Sometimes
was right.
50, 80,
Doctors
80
used to
grand
buy
a month.
Yeah, people, because a doctor I work with spent all $5,000 at least. I don't know how much.
And
on
it
a
spiraled to
little
where
quarter-page ad.
it's people are opting out of it.
Of course,
it's
you know,
irrelevant.
Who goes to the?
Yeah.
But you want to save paper. I'll tell you how you pay. I went and got what I get one item. They gave me a receipt.
A
I mean,
scroll. They gave you a
Jesus
scroll.
Christ, that thing. Yeah, that thing was like the Dead Sea Scrolls.
Yeah, and
was
the
like-
funny thing about that
What
is
the hell's that all about?
they tell you, "Are you a reward member?" I go, "Yeah, 66 for blank 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 phone number." And next thing you know, I get a scroll.
Yeah,
coming
right.
down like this, and it's a 50 cent
It's like the
off
Magna
if I
Carta.
buy a tampon.
Yeah,
or
right,
shit
of
like
course,
that.
right.
And it's always shit that I'm not going to use.
Yeah, a $20 haircut for $15. But and another big waste. And I'll tell you, this just happened to me on the way down here, driving down. I stopped at the rest area, to take a crap.
No, or
and
to
it flushed the toilet 3 times before I'm not even done yet.
Did you lift
I'm
your
taking
ass?
first I'm dropping my pants, it flushes. I sit down, it flushes mid shit.
Really?
And then I stand up, and it flushes again. And I haven't even put the toilet paper down there yet.
I think
I'm wiping.
I think we had a malfunction on the toilet there.
Yeah.
It happens all the time. These stupid things with these, the infrared or whatever.
Maybe
that
you
is.
don't have balls or something.
I
Maybe
must
it's
have
not
a
picking up.
transparent ass. I don't know. Maybe I don't. My ass doesn't give off any heat.
That's
Well,
gotta
and
be-
every woman on POF will attest to that.
What the hell is that?
Is that us?
That's got to be
Oh, that's
you.
me. Holy shit!
You know what it
Tornado
is?
warning. What the
Flash
hell?
Flash flood warning.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I had the sound turned off.
It
doesn't
No,
matter.
it doesn't matter. It overrides it.
That's
if
good
it's
to know.
if it's an emergency
Okay,
alert.
well, we're in trouble.
To all of our listeners,
This could be our last broadcast.
Yeah, to all of our listeners
Farewell.
in the St. Louis area, we love you, and
Yes, and
Hey, does this
get away
pay-
from your windows.
they-
Send us
get
a
in the
helicopter.
basement.
I
If you
think
live in
I-
a trailer.
I think I'm getting
you're at
hungry.
it.
yeah.
What's with trailer parks and tornadoes? Huh? Can somebody explain that to
Well,
me?
first off,
There's some sort of affinity there.
It never ends well.
I think we're gonna have to
They
resort.
go together like oil and water and tornadoes and trailer parks.
I think we're gonna have to resort to cannibalism.
yeah.
Cannibalism?
Cannibalism.
Oh, you mean soup? What do you? Oh, cannibalism.
You
I
fucking
said
idiot.
cannibalism. What the hell's?
You fucking
We have to
idiot.
eat tomato
I can't-
soup?
Can you believe he said that? He's
Did he
ignorant.
say cannibalism? Run it back. Run the. He said cannibalism.
I said cannibalism.
Cannibalism. Can you spell it?
Okay, here I go.
Okay.
CANIB
Wrong. 2 N's.
cannibal.
There are 2 N's. Would you eat one? The cannibal ate one, I guess.
I eat
There-
cannibals. Remember that, Nick?
Yeah.
We in the hallways of the high school, we used to sing shit like that. We all had the fucking.
Who was the most famous cannibal? Jeffrey Dahmer, I guess.
Who is that, Nick?
Would you say
Come
he's the
on,
most
Nick.
famous cannibal? Jeffrey
Dahmer's?
Yeah.
Well, I
Beat him, Nick.
Oh wait.
I don't know. I can't think of anybody else. Ed Gein.
I was just gonna say Ed Gein.
Ed Gein's a good one.
Yeah.
No, actually, my girlfriend, her agent.
He's a cannibal.
No, he's gay, and he met a guy. This is up in Chicago, and he met a guy in a drugstore or whatever, and the guy invited him to go back to his pad, and he declined. But he was very tempted because he said he was good looking at. And I'm getting this from my ex-girlfriend.
Jesus, I
it
don't
was,
like
and he saw it was Jeffrey Dahmer. He would have been
Shut
minced.
the
He would have been
fuck
minced
up.
into
Holy
a pie.
shit.
He would
What
have.
is this shit? Another warning. What is this?
Well, turn it off. Hit
Oh, I
it.
don't know
Something.
how to-
Hit the top. Hit that. Do something. All right, we got it. It's blowing my ears.
You're
all
all
gonna
gonna die.
Jeez.
All
You're
right,
all
you
gonna
don't
die.
get Armand. You don't get these donuts now. This got to last us a whole day. We're gonna be stuck. We're gonna be
Exactly.
stuck in water. You're not going anywhere.
Oh man.
We have to fight for the donuts.
We're gonna have to like a
Survival of the
Spartacus.
fittest. Spartacus. What happened to Spartacus?
I don't know. Fuck, I just tossed up a name. What do you got, Nick?
What were you going
jump
to?
in?
You were going to say something. You asked me about Manson like 2 shows ago. You said.
Oh.
Did you have something you
Charlie.
wanted to say about that, Charlie?
No, we were talking about Linda Kasabian,
let me,
the Armenian gal that went on the trip with him.
Let me ask
And
you guys.
she stayed out in the car.
Keep that down, will you? We don't tell people.
I was saying he should have that on his Armenian show.
Yeah.
Linda Kasabian.
and there's good and bad and all, right?
Not really, no.
But except Italians.
They're all
But anyway,
bad. There's no good Italians.
anyway,
There
fuck
go.
you, chump.
Right. No kissing.
Sitting by one.
Oh, Nick's Italian? I didn't
Yeah.
know that. Oh.
Well, he looks
Oh, hey,
Italian.
paisano.
Here I go, forgiving Armenians that,
Armenians hate
are
Italians.
in the getaway car of satanic mass murderers, and I defend the Armenians,
Yeah,
and you
thanks.
want to
We're
go punk
indefensible
me out
too.
for
I'm
being
going to start saying I'm
Italian,
Italian because
whatever, dude.
these POF gals ask me that, and I'll tell you, I've
Why
never
don't you
gotten.
go with the flow one
I'm going
time?
to say I'm Italian. You're right. I'm going to. Hell with that.
Talk Italian, man. Like where
Yeah,
soon
yeah,
just be
well-
like they ask you what you do for a living. I really can't talk about it.
Yeah,
Hey,
You know
I
what I'm
do
saying?
things. I
They'll-
do stuff. I
I'm
do
in
things.
construction.
They'll
I'm in
get that
construction.
false. Yeah,
Isn't that what the
look,
Goodfellas said?
You do some things. You do things.
I work
I
with
do
the
a little
union.
of this and that. I got my hands in things. I'm a union
I
delegate.
get my beak wet.
You know what? This is what we
My
do.
beak wet.
This is what we
I
do.
get
On
wet
your
my
next
beak.
date. On your next date.
Yeah.
On your next date.
Yeah.
Jesus
Right.
Christ.
What, is that me again? God damn it. Throw that thing out.
I think it's something else.
Must be a typhoon coming.
I'm
What
telling
is
you.
this?
I'm telling
How
you.
come none of you guys have this?
I'm gonna throw
I have
this
my
out
phone
the
on. I
door.
don't know
Hey,
what's
take
up.
it easy. That's a $200 phone.
6 years ago.
Yeah,
See how
now it's a
it
$20
works
phone.
as a frisbee.
What's he going to do? He's going to eat it, that pig.
I'm telling you, it's the NSA. They heard us talking about
Yeah,
it.
that's what it
something.
is. It's going to self-destruct.
You know what?
What did you do with
Just
it?
put it in the other room.
All right.
Oh, no big
How come none of
deal.
you guys have that?
I have it, but it's on silent.
So's mine.
This is what I'm thinking. I
Yeah.
just thought of this. This will be great. This is how your date will stick around with you.
Oh, we're back to that.
I'll come
Oh,
no.
no.
up to the
in
table.
in the bushes.
no,
Oh.
fuck the bushes.
Oh, you're gonna
I'll
be in
come
full-
up to the table
Oh,
and
yeah,
I'll go.
okay. You're in full
I'll
sight.
come up to
That'll
the
get me
lady.
laid.
Would you shut up for a second? I'll come up to the fucking table that you're sitting having your coffee
Pick
with,
a fight with me?
and I'll say to the gal, you know what? You're a pretty ugly broad or something like that.
And then I
next
knock
thing-
you out.
And then
Right.
kind of make it weak. Well, you don't
Yeah,
really
right.
fucking pop me hard.
Okay, right.
But I'll take a punch and I'll go, hey, I didn't mean to offend you, guy.
The old,
I got to go now.
the Sir Galahad gambit. Yeah, good
Uh,
idea.
did he pull that off, too?
Good cock, bad cock. No, that's not going to work.
Why not?
Because you're obviously you can't pull it off.
Why, you can't
You're
punch
obviously
me
a plant.
A half
no,
punch.
She'll
no.
know you're a plant. Did you hear about the gal that brought the kangaroo into McDonald's?
What,
Yes,
was she
I
on a
did.
date?
No,
Was she
it
on a
was
date?
like-
Yeah, I know. But yeah, I don't mean me. There's a real kangaroo.
No, it was like an anxiety animal.
Yeah. It was her stress. Whatever happened to taking a Valium? What the hell you need a stress animal for? And it's not even a dog or cat.
Hey,
It's a
speaking,
kangaroo.
Speaking of Valium, that
Yeah.
is an excellent
Diazepam.
segue to what we're looking at right here.
Well,
Okay,
Tell us.
Nick,
Tell us.
Here
Have you taken
is
Valium?
here's an article that
Oh.
says nearly every mass shooting
Oh,
in the
God
last
bless
20
you,
years
Chris.
shares one thing in common, and it's not the weapons.
Diazepam?
Is that every shooter was on a psychotropic drug. And
I believe that.
And here's an excerpt from the book.
Excerpt.
An excerpt.
You're speaking like
apologies.
Ochoman.
Here's an excerpt
Let-
from the 1991 book, Behold the Pale Horse.
Let me tell you something. Go ahead and read it, but let me tell you something about the author afterwards.
Yeah.
Behold
Sure.
the pale horse.
Yeah.
Yep. So anyway, it goes on to discuss the government. The government encourages the manufacture and importation of military firearms for the criminals to use. This is intended to foster the feeling of insecurity, which would lead the American people to voluntarily disarm themselves, blah, blah, blah. Using drugs and hypnosis on mental patients in a process
I've been
called
hypnotized.
I
It's called
hypnotized you.
Orion. The
Orion?
Orion.
Sorry,
Yes, Orion.
Orion. The CIA inculcated the desire in these people to open fire on schoolyards and thus inflame the anti-gun lobby.
I believe that.
1991.
I believe that.
1991. You know what also this
Sure.
guy said? Bill Cooper said in 3 months before 2001. He says, and you watch, he says there's going to be probably a big terrorist attack on American soil in the next few months. And they're going to blame it on Osama bin Laden again, just like they've blamed everything on them. And everyone's going to buy it and watch everything's going to change and watch our liberties
Erode.
and all this. And you know what? It happened
Yes,
3 months
it's
later,
come to
and 3 months
pass.
after that, he was killed by cops.
Well, it's just a coincidence. Hey, you think the World Trade Center '93?
I was down the street.
Now that was. You think that was
I
arranged
felt
too?
that. Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that answers that question.
Go
That's
ahead.
good enough for me.
Yeah.
What about the Titanic?
Do you know about that?
I
Futility?
knew it was a story.
Look
here.
at his eyes pop.
Yes.
I would- hey,
wow.
I
boy,
would-
boy, he's exophthalmic.
Okay.
I spent the week in the shipyard that the Titanic was constructed in, the actual
wow.
building.
Oh.
Yeah, all right.
In
That's
Belfast.
that's
In
fucking.
Belfast, right, it
That's
was in
great.
Belfast.
That's great. Now let's go on to this.
Okay, in like 20 or 30 years before the Titanic,
No diversions. Just get to the point.
this was like 20 years before the Titanic event. A book was
April 15th, 1912.
wa-
All
a-
right, shut up with your stats, will you?
People want to know.
All right, yeah. go
Actually,
ahead.
the night of April 14th to 15th.
Of course, April 14th through the 15th.
This guy in the details.
Security guy had sex with a dog. in
Okay,
the
if we still
waterfront.
have your
your
interest
dreams
out
again.
there,
Yeah.
there was
What
a
were we
book
talking about?
20 years before
Oh, yes,
Titanic
yes.
called Futility.
Correct.
And in the book, the book is a fictional book about
Yeah, but apparently
the largest ship liner ever created that crashes into an iceberg on its maiden voyage, and there's not enough
And
lifeboats.
I think the name of the boat was Olympic
Titan.
Titan, correct. But that guy supposedly had a dream about that.
Wow.
That's what he said. He said he saw that in a dream.
Supposedly there was another. No, there's another book
Actually,
about what happened before Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City, and the guy's name was like Tim McVie, or just
close.
it was just so ridiculous.
Schmick-schmay.
And this was written before Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
Hell, Mary Shelley
Weird
had
shit.
Frankenstein was a dream. Mary Shelley dreamt that.
I don't want to tell you what I dreamt. last night.
We've heard your dream.
By the way, do you know what
I don't
the?
even look at you the same way.
I gotta tell you
yeah,
this,
please.
You fucking
and I'm
violated
not.
me.
Keep your hands to yourself.
I gotta tell you, share this
Python.
with you.
Oh.
And I'm not gonna get into Boston, but you know what that kid's name? What it really?
Tsarnaev?
Yeah. Do you know what his real name is? How you pronounce it? Joker.
Oh, yeah. Joker.
Joker.
Yeah. Joker.
Do you know the address of the finish line of the Boston bombings, where the bombs went off, was 666 Boylston Avenue?
Son of a bitch. There's a devil again.
Yeah.
Devil's
And
Marathon.
this last Monday, by the way, anything
Knew
weird
it.
happened to you guys
That's
this last
why
Monday?
all them Ethiopians win. Because they don't believe in God,
I
probably.
bet that fucker has a cloven hoof.
That son of a bitch.
Oh, they're so fast.
Anything weird happened to you guys Monday?
Monday?
Monday? I
Yeah.
didn't get laid.
Did anything in the news happen?
No, that's
weird?
normal.
My
Yes, that's
phone.
normal.
I lost my phone. My phone got turned off from being wet.
Wait a minute.
Monday, the date was
Last-
666.
Ah.
6/15/15.
That's correct.
1 and 5 is 6. 1 and 5 is 6. So
Ah,
the date was
all right, I didn't think of
666,
that.
and supposedly that's when they kicked off Jade Helm. Have you guys heard about Jade Helm yet?
No.
Well, I've
Okay,
yeah,
because in
somebody was complaining
Michigan,
about it.
like last week, 2 weeks, you've heard about it?
Yeah, they
because
were
in
complaining about
Michigan,
it.
you can see videos of helicopters and you can hear shooting and everything, and they're not, of course, shooting citizens or anything. There's nothing like that,
Well,
but they're
that's
carrying
next.
out these drills above, like up in the sky, like above like shopping centers and.
Yeah, Nick, give us a little insight into that weather war, though. I've been doing a little
I don't know.
research
This
in that.
fuck Walmart, guys. Stay away from Walmart. You know that Sam Walton. What else? What he did in?
That's where I get my burritos, though. They got that giant burrito for $1 at Walmart. That thing's good.
You go into Walmart for a fucking burrito.
That's what I get.
I wouldn't
It's
spit
beef and
on
bean.
Walmart.
Well,
There you go.
I don't spit on it. I digest it. I guess that's the same as spitting on it. It's a good burrito.
He
$1.
likes the burrito,
And they got
Nick.
good potato salad too.
All right.
You can't find a better Mexican joint to go to, like a good Mexican, get an authentic
No,
burrito.
you can't.
I don't think so.
You know what?
Walmart
I guess
burrito. No,
Taco
you know that's
Tico.
got to be shit.
Yeah, of course it is.
You
That's
know-
the bottom line.
You know what's interesting is that
Not
Oh,
the burritos.
$1 burrito.
Yeah,
not
I thought that was
interesting?
interesting.
I bought them for 50
Fascinating.
cents. No,
Where?
No, I'm kidding.
Where do you get? Oh, damn you!
No, the interesting.
See now, I don't like that. It gets me all excited.
Well, hang on.
That's
Let's
like saying
hear
I got a
it.
date for
Let's
you.
hear what the hell he's got.
All right. Well,
theorists around the internet, which whatever that means,
What?
are speculating that the hardcore rain that they're experiencing in the South right now has
Yeah.
actually been manipulated by the government
Right,
in,
it's
in
weather war.
preparation for Jade Helm. Yeah.
You're gonna see so
Weather
much
war.
shit go down in the South.
Is that what's
because
happening
of
here
Jade
right
Helm.
now?
well, you're the
I
one on
think
the
this
airplane.
is
Apparently,
this
they
is
have
a little
canisters.
foot. This is all this rain we're getting. This is like the tail of that. You know what I mean? The remnants.
Hey,
of
I'm
that.
driving out of Nashville. I
I'm
hope I
telling
catch
you,
that.
I bet every week I talk to you guys. Every week, if you guys keep me around, you're gonna tell
We
me.
love you, Nick.
You're gonna tell me.
I
Hey
think you're
man,
gonna
that Jade
I think you're
Helm
gonna disappear
thing.
in a puff of
You're gonna
smoke
believe
sometime,
it
but
more
we
and
like
more.
you. See,
Well,
the oldest person in the world died.
Who's that?
116 years old.
116.
Yeah, this black lady down in where was she down south somewhere?
American?
Yeah, 116.
Really? I thought the Chinese had those.
Nah, now we got him beat. She had him beat.
Really?
Yeah.
The Chinese live a long life too.
Oh yeah, those the Japanese. Those ones on Okinawa. They're always trying to sell you the sea salt. Those commercials. Or shark cartilage or something they eat. The Okinawans.
Yeah. You see, they eat
They
that
live to be
organic
300
stuff.
like tortoises. Yeah.
Yeah.
I could think that this was all fear porn, and everything and
What's
all.
that?
But
The Okinawans?
Fear porn was
The
last
Jade
night in
Helm.
my dream.
Oh, Jade Helm.
yeah, but the reason what sticks to me is that my niece, who lives in Phoenix, who's
Yeah.
moving back here in 2 weeks, thank God.
Is she single?
No, she's married.
Damn it.
She sees tanks lined up like on vacant old roads and shit. You know what I mean?
I believe it.
Tanks
big's coming
and
down the
army
road.
jeeps and vehicles. Just she says they're lined up forever. They just go on for miles, and they're all just like, "What the fuck are they
Jade
doing?"
Helm.
Yeah.
That's Jade Helm.
I
part
think
of the-
I don't know. Maybe it's just maybe they're not doing anything to fuck us, but maybe they think that we're about to be invaded.
Yeah, right. ISIS is coming.
No, I don't. Well, they are crossing from Mexico. We
Yeah,
gotta
they're not
stop
gonna
it.
I
get
told you
far.
there are a lot of Arabs coming.
Yeah.
That's my
It's being
ice,
made
my ice
sure they will.
connection
They
told
do.
me.
And they're breeding. They're breeding a lot. They're going to take over Europe. They're going.
They
to
already
take
have.
Over.
They already have.
Okay. Anyway,
Yeah. Do you think the Greeks are going to exit the euro? I'm going to make a prediction. That's my prediction. They are not going to.
I think they are. I think they are.
Wanna
and,
bet on that?
Well, I think that they got nothing going with euro right
I'll
now.
bet you a bear claw. They don't.
And they're not going to pay euro
They're not going to
back.
pay. I know, of course not. They're already giving them money to pay them back.
Well,
That's what they're discussing
the thing
right
about
now.
The thing about that,
Well, those
Armand,
Greeks,
is
man.
well,
I'll tell you.
it's funny how it works when France owed money to Libya. Let's just go take out Gaddafi. Then all bets are off. We don't owe them anymore.
Right.
So,
they took him out. Yeah, they take you out.
Yeah, they'll take
you want to be
out.
taken out? Take out a loan.
Take out the bookies.
Well, have you ever heard of the Johnson Act, Nick?
No.
Johnson, 1934.
No,
it
go
made
ahead.
it illegal for these countries not to pay their debts to us, and it's still in effect. France, Britain, Russia, they all owe us tons of money.
Andrew Johnson?
No, I don't believe that. No, 1934.
No, Johnson
Oh,
and
no, you know who I'm
Johnson.
thinking of.
Yes, Johnson.
I'm sorry to change. Martin Van Buren
Yeah.
was like 8 foot and 400 pounds. Did you know that?
He was a
No, I
part
don't
of
think
the
it was that-
fucking
I don't think it was
Giants.
that
Did you
big.
know that? And I'm
Martin
talking about,
Van
I
Buren?
was the person that I was listening to about Giants said this about him. They were like, Martin Van
never
Buren
read that.
was about 8 foot tall and 400 pounds.
I never seen that.
Not Van Buren. I don't think so.
I would have heard about that.
That's where we get the term okay. Did you know that?
No.
Did you know this, Nick?
No.
Chris?
No, it's
I did not
okay.
know that.
It's in that movie,
It's from
Silver Linings Playbook.
It's from.
He explains it.
Oh, really?
It-
Was it?
he
Okay.
explains it,
Well,
but
it's
I
correct
don't know.
because it's from Martin Van Buren, who was called Old Kinderhook, so they
That's
just called
right.
him okay.
That's
And
right. If you're
that's where it came
from Old
Okay.
Kinderhook, then you're okay.
Kinderhook, New York.
Well, that's
There you go.
That's something else.
86. If you 86, like
Yeah, where'd that come from?
that comes from 86 Barrow Street in the West Village. It used
Greenwich
to be
Village?
Yeah, it
Okay.
used to be a speakeasy.
Oh.
And there was a side door, so if the the fuzz came in, they'd be like 86, get out of here. You know?
Wow, that's a good one.
That means get out the back door.
86.
Yeah, it's not here.
I
Or
think
he's
he's
getting
gonna-
off on those pictures again.
Oh,
He's
there he
hallucinating.
is. Martin Van.
5'6". Yeah, he's a little
Okay,
guy. Yeah.
wrong,
He's not a
wrong vice pres.
Wrong Van
I got the
Buren.
wrong vice pres.
No, I think. Are you thinking?
It's one of them.
Well, Taft was 400 pounds. Well, vice president. Well, King.
Says it was
William
Lincoln.
Rufus King. He was gay.
Bullshit.
He was sleeping with James Buchanan, our only bachelor president.
Vice president.
Well, I
Says
didn't
here
know
ever that it was
either.
Lincoln at 6'4".
That's the
Yeah, he's the tallest.
How about
And-
vice president?
Nick, if someone fed you bullshit. No one was 8 foot tall.
I'm gonna find out. Maybe
Grover
he was
Cleveland
7
was a
foot
big
tall.
boy, but he was
He was
president.
big basketball playing.
William
looking
Howard
old
Taft
dude.
was the biggest. They had to put a new bathtub in the White House. for
Says it
him.
was LBJ.
Oh bullshit!
Tallest.
They're
he
wrong.
was 6'3" and 3/4.
Yep.
I'm gonna find out.
He was
I'll
a
have it
real
next time.
jerk. LBJ used to fart at state dinners, and he was a really
What's wrong with
big
that?
surprise.
I
Yeah,
got
but, come on, you gonna fart in front of Angela Merkel?
Oh, fuck it.
Come on.
Well,
Now the Greek guy, you fart. That's actually.
Opa.
Opa, pull the finger. Opa.
Yeah, that's polite. Remember the movie Ben Hur?
Get some Greek music with that. Dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun,
Let's
dun, dun,
yeah,
dun,
let's
dun,
link
dun, dun,
pinkies.
dun, dun.
Who's got the hanky? Hey, but remember Ben Hur, the movie Ben Hur? When
Yeah,
they
yeah.
all ate with the horses and everything was eaten with the Arab. And he goes, well, the food was not to your liking? He goes, indeed. He goes, well, he had to belch.
All right, let's all get up and. What the hell is
That's
that?
Eagles. What is it, Hotel California?
This is Russian.
Play Zorba the Greek.
That says Greek.
Play Zorba the Greek. That's good
Hey,
stuff.
I have a prediction
Oh.
before we get out of here. I got a prediction.
Ooh.
This.
We got a new
We
predictor.
have another shooing.
American
a
Pharaoh.
black on white mass
Right.
shooting.
What are they gonna
Some
do
of
out of
it's
that?
on video in
Right.
the South. You're kidding me. The guy is probably
He's got a
mind controlled.
prediction.
Just a little
You're
background.
gonna see
It's
some
okay.
more shit about it. I'm just saying, predict.
I'll make a prediction. Well, it's already happened. They're going to try to have gun control and,
Yeah, he's already said it.
Yeah, of course.
me that
President
Greek
says it
song
only
now.
happens here.
Give me that Greek
America.
music
Zorba.
now.
Play Zorba. That's it.
Yes. Everybody,
Not quite
pass
so
a
loud.
joint.
No, the Uzo.
Uzo and a joint.
Opa!
Oh, you fucking your opa just blew my ears out.
A little Coors Light spiked with cocaine.
We do
How about the
have
Greeks are
Coors Light
behind
in
that?
our refrigerator.
Really? You want to try it? Let's pop it open.
I think we ought to look
Would that
at
make it fizz more?
I don't know.
Maybe
I
like
don't
a
know.
fizzy.
Hey, Nick got an email. Nick got
hey,
an
Nick
email.
got-
Did get an
Specifically?
email about
Nick got an email.
How come I never get any emails?
Oh, because they all know you're a fucking perv.
Lovelorn women. Send emails. Anything. I'll take anything.
Here, Nick. Here's your email.
Well, you want me to read
Can
it?
you read it?
Just
Yeah,
curious
yeah,
what
yeah,
Nick
can't
see it.
Hey, let me read that to him.
Okay.
Hey, just curious what Nick's thoughts are on the whole Bilderberg?
Bilderberg.
meeting.
Here.
The Bilderberg meeting this week in Austria. It has been a big conspiracy on what their real agenda
sorry.
is. I look forward to Armand's discussion on this as well. Ochoman, how is the weight loss coming along?
You son of a bitch.
Just
Well, I like
curious-
this guy.
Just curious as I am eating some Papa John's and donuts. Jimbo from Arizona.
Jimbo, I love you, baby.
So he wants to know
Jimbo?
his
Tell
thoughts
him how
on-
your diet's
he wants
coming
to know his
along.
thoughts on the Bilderberg meetings.
It's going all right. The wife is still pissed off. She wants me to lose another 30, 40 pounds.
Is that all?
Yeah.
All right, Jim. Thanks for your question. And I just read something on this, and supposedly
Keep them coming.
you're just gonna have to wait till next show because I don't want to say because it's a avalanche of information that I have on it, and I will load it up via notebook, ink pen, and I'll give you my thoughts on that.
An avalanche.
But supposedly there are a lot of
A deluge. A meteor
I'm going to
storm.
tell you who's involved.
It's
That's
a
who I'm
Perseid shower
going
of
to do.
information.
Shut up and let him talk.
No, I'm
Just
done.
like the
I'm done.
avalanche. Yes. He's starting to ramble a little bit.
Well, in
I
all
took over.
reality, he doesn't want to bring it up now because he's scared that they're going to snatch him up, right?
Right,
That's
yeah.
what he-
I know.
Yeah.
One of these
But
days,
I'm gonna
Nick's
no.
not gonna
I
make it.
hope Jim listens next week because I'm gonna bring it.
Hey, if they abduct Nick, can I have some donuts?
Yeah, you can.
I had a
I got
half
dibs
of
on
one.
Nick's donuts and his milk.
You can here, man.
Oh,
Look at Nick.
Hey,
What
wait
a
minute,
nice
did
guy.
you suck on that, Nick?
No, I poured a little.
You just
Why,
poured your
yes, he
coffee.
did.
All right.
There you
Nah,
go.
Nick's
Now
okay.
you got his milk, too.
Listen, the human mouth is teeming with bacteria.
You're
Yeah,
right.
yeah, he put it in
You
his...
know, your anus
put
is
it-
cleaner than your mouth.
Oh, shut up.
It is. It is.
Hey,
You're better licking somebody's ass than kissing them.
Nick, is that real?
That's
The
true.
ass is cleaner than
How the
the...
hell is he gonna? He doesn't know anything about
I have
microbiology.
no idea,
He's a
man.
conspiracy theorist. We're
Oh.
talking about microbiology.
I'm gonna use common sense on that one, though, Ocho. You know.
Well, let me.
I would agree with you on
Let me.
that.
A well-wiped ass is probably cleaner than a non-Listerine scrubbed mouth.
Speaking of that, I got to tell you guys, in Turkey, they just
They don't wipe their
okayed-
asses. They use their hands.
The clergy just okayed them using toilet paper. So you know how many
You can't
fucking
do that.
trees?
Nah, you can't. What kind of Muslims are these?
Yeah.
That's an affront to Allah. You can't wipe your ass with it.
That really is.
They just okayed it in Turkey. So you know how many
nah,
trees
you
now
you
we're
wipe
gonna
with
waste?
the left, you eat with the right. Come on.
Is that what
haven't
they
you,
do?
haven't you ever? Come
Oh,
on.
fuck.
That's Arab etiquette.
Note to self:
Arabic.
don't ever go to Turkey.
Yeah, no shit.
Boy, we're all
I'm
dead
vegan.
now.
Yeah, fuck them.
Insulting the Muslims.
Yeah, we've got the
that is
Bilderbergs, the
stupid.
Muslims.
Right, listen, all
NSA.
Muslims out there, that this Ochoman is responsible for
I
all
am
the content of this
responsible.
show.
So we've now
For that
offended
one.
the Bilderbergs, the Muslims,
The
and,
Asians.
and NSA.
Well,
We're all
and,
fucked.
and don't forget,
Holy
he said
moly.
the Asians all look alike.
Yeah, he
too.
did. Yeah, we're gonna.
Yeah, but
have-
they're harmless. They're
So we're gonna
okay.
get like
you can joke with the Asians.
Asian hackers. We're gonna get all the Chinese hackers coming after us.
Hey, how about giving me my fucking due here with
All
some
right,
more
yeah,
picks?
Let's get to the picks.
Are you ready for that?
Yes, I'm ready for my picks.
Get ready.
Get ready.
Get set.
Get set, and let's blow a fart.
It's time for the Ocho Man's big picks of the day.
All right. You did stink it up, didn't you? You did blow a fart right then and there, didn't
I
you?
wish I had.
All right. Well, in any case, guys, what about the NBA championship
Did you
there?
pick that?
I know.
I don't remember.
I didn't even go that far on that one. I just picked games individually,
Oh.
and I was looking at games on the over and unders. But you know what? You seen the wear down of Cleveland. You knew that Cleveland was going down. You know what, though? Hats off to my Tampa Bay team, the
Yeah,
Lightning. They played their
very-
asses off.
yes, game,
I
very
never was a
game.
Chicago Blackhawk fan, so you know what? They played their asses off, but once again, Chicago Blackhawks win it. And Chicago
hand
Blackhawk
it to
team, and the thing on that is they're still going to be around this team for like
Yep.
2023, 2021. I mean, these guys are not going away.
No.
These guys are going to be winning a couple more Stanley Cups.
Yep.
And all I got for the Blues is all we're going to do is sit around and
That's
sing
my prediction.
the Blues.
The Blues
Yeah.
will not win a Stanley Cup ever.
No, don't say ever, Dick.
Ever.
Shut up. That's why you're antisocial and you
I'm
never
just telling
get
you, they're
laid. You never get laid
they're
because
snake bitten.
right. Well, you can't tell your
Nick,
dates
there's a curse on the Blues, right? So who put the curse on the Blues?
Is
Somebody.
Oh,
did.
you're asking the
Edward G.
non-sports guy? I
Robinson.
don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's probably.
Yeah.
Where's your Messiah now?
Where's your
See?
Stanley Cup
you,
now? Yeah,
you
yeah.
put a Blues logo on top of your jersey. See that you're already expressing you're going to lose.
I don't know. Maybe they should use an Indian as a mascot, and
Yeah, right. So
maybe-
they got offend somebody. Nobody's offended by the
offend
blues.
somebody.
American Native guys. American Native.
Yeah, we haven't insulted them yet either.
Sorry.
I've got to say, though, in the NBA Finals, every time I saw LeBron now, every time I see the guy anywhere,
I do
all I
too,
think
because
about
of
is him,
fucking
is him
Nick.
being satanic.
That's all I think
Every
about.
time, that's
oh my
all I
God,
think
you
about.
too?
Oh, Kobe is also.
Right.
Yep.
Well, I didn't see
The only
him.
guy that doesn't make me think
I'll
of
show you some
Satan
Kobe
is
shots,
Satan.
yeah.
I think of Nick when I see Satan.
Oh, you should see. Did you see Kobe on Vogue? On the Vogue, and the Vogue in the back of him, the letters, it's red. I think it's the O and the G look like horns on his head.
Okay.
It's beautiful.
Oh,
Put on LeBron James Vogue. Oh, you gotta see
that's
it. Where he's
really-
holding a girl in one. He's holding a girl.
Oh, boy.
Did you
I'm
say
gonna show-
LeBron or?
LeBron,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
man.
LeBron.
Oh boy,
Satanist.
I know. At least we got someone that
Is there
can.
anybody that's a Christian? Tim Tebow, I guess,
Yeah,
is the only
man,
one that's not a
Vogue with the
Satanist.
green see it? See his head? See the horns? on
Yeah.
his head?
Oh, got it. Right. That's right. He looks. Yeah, that's right.
That's coincidence, Nick.
That ain't no coincidence.
Yeah. There's no such thing.
Did you see Obama with the same thing? Obama horns,
Nah, he's
devil
the-
horns.
He's
Seen
the
that
devil.
one?
No doubt about that.
There's no question.
He's the devil.
He's the Mamba.
What's Hillary?
I don't
She-
want to
she-
talk. I
she
don't
a
want to
devil
talk about
worshiper?
that right now.
Yeah.
Hey, who's
there
going to
it
win the?
is.
Wait a minute. I'm going to give you a forced prediction.
See it?
Oh wow,
That
is a
actually
good one.
on two sides, like just above his ears.
He
They're like
looks
coming
like-
out.
he
Yeah.
looks
like a
like a-
jackass.
He looks
at
like a
that.
moose.
How about
It's
that?
like Bullwinkle.
You know the department.
Moose and squirrel.
The department, the national
You
department.
know,
of,
remember Boris Badenoff? I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. I got it wrong.
Remember Boris Badenoff? Remember from
Yeah,
Rocky and
yeah,
Bullwinkle?
yeah, I remember
Moose and
Boris.
squirrel.
National-
He was based on Akim Temirov, an Armenian guy,
All right, that's
an actor.
great. Now
We'll
go,
have him on your show.
Go ahead. Go
Well,
ahead.
he's dead.
I was just saying, the National
the hell with your show.
Defense Authorization Act.
Yeah.
Do you know that now? I mean, America's over.
Oh, well,
I
we
mean,
know
like-
that. Are you kidding?
I
We
mean,
were
now
over when we
they have the
elected-
right to detain you without due process,
Of course.
indefinitely.
What do you think they did in the Civil War, Nick?
Well-
They arrested people all the time. No habeas corpus.
I wasn't
nothing.
alive back then.
That
I
was
don't care.
1860s. So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
been
Well,
over
I
a
care
long
now.
time.
Slavery was back in those days too. Hey, I got two
No, it
picks
wasn't.
here,
That's
boys.
a myth too. Nick, tell him.
Huh?
Slavery. That was a myth.
Yeah, that was a.
No,
they
man,
want to
no,
be
come
attained.
on now.
All right, here we go. Here we got a couple Major League Baseball games
baseball today.
Yeah, that's all we got going
Well,
right
now, wait a minute.
now.
I want to make it. I want you to give you. I'm gonna give a force prediction for you though.
What's that?
Who's gonna win the FIFA women's?
Oh, I don't give a shit. I'm telling you right now.
Hey, who did you?
I'm telling
You're
you
a
right
sexist.
now.
You're a
No,
sexist. Damn it.
Who did you say would be able to beat any of those women's teams?
I told.
Who, us?
I
You
was
think-
in there. Shut up for a second. I'm telling you, Tony.
Tony could beat the women's
if
team
if we had 11 Tonys out there,
and stuffed them in a goal. Yeah, nobody could score.
I'm telling you right now, these women don't stand a chance. They might beat them, but 2-1 or something like that. I'm just saying, women's sports is the most boring goddamn thing I could watch.
Well, soccer's boring anyway. Might as well
Soccer's
women,
boring.
men. Who cares?
Then basketball. They'll have WNBA scores while we're watching
Yeah,
the NBA
who's watching that
championship.
stuff? And they have
check this
stupid
out.
team names, too.
It's like 57-64 and so 57-64. You're a professional team. There should be no team fucking scoring only 64
No, I'm
points.
just
to
saying.
win
But
a
don't you
game.
hate the team names? What are they, like the Sparks? They have weird
Tampons.
Oh, that
The
was
Tampa
not me.
tampon.
That was not me. That was not me.
The cyclists.
All right, let me get to my two games.
How can you have women's teams and not name them the Amazons? There's got to be one Amazon team.
Well,
The Hippolytas.
I think the best names are their stage names in the strip clubs.
Oh yeah.
Like, we got Mercedes
Yeah,
on
yeah.
stage number 4. Let's give a big hand, guys.
right.
Get over there and help out Mercedes.
Followed by Porsche. You know,
And they
I-
always play 9-inch nails. Fuck you like an animal.
Hey, I want to get that job. You know those guys make good money. Unbelievable how much they get money from the girls.
You would kick everybody out. Even the women would stop working there as soon as you open your big mouth. Say, Mercedes, she's got a little weight on her tush, but hey guys,
Hey, guys, ignore the cellulite. Give her a few bucks, will you? You
give
cheap
her a few.
bastards.
She's a broke little.
She's
cunt.
not exactly. She's a little clumsy on the pole.
Yeah,
Now on stage 3,
Stage
Victoria.
Victoria, get up there and show them what you got, Victoria.
Show us,
Nova.
She's got a beefy vag and long legs.
Yeah.
Mercedes.
And
Mercedes.
on deck, labia minora.
A Cleopatra.
She may smell like she's been run through by a team full of Iranians.
Wouldn't you
This
love to be an
is
asp and bite that breast?
Cherie.
Iranians. All right. Okay.
Give your picks,
hey,
damn it.
Hey, give me my fucking picks here. I lost control.
Give us your WNBA
All right.
picks.
Here we go. We got 2 Major League Baseball action games going off tonight that the Ochoman's really excited about. Pittsburgh versus Washington. Well, guess what? Harper's a little hurt. He's got a little dingy-dangy on the little kneecap there. He lost it.
Patella.
A.J. Burnett's on the mound. He's going to shut down Washington. -124. I'm all over this one. Pittsburgh wins this one.
On the road?
On the no, they're
at Pittsburgh?
No, they're at Washington. I'm sorry.
Wow, okay.
And Milwaukee at Colorado here. I'm telling you right now, Colorado's been looking pretty good here. They got a guy named Gonzalez who's a prick because I'm playing against him in fantasy. He keeps knocking everything out of the fucking park here. I like Colorado to win this one. They're going off at -145. Jorge de la Rosa is on the mound there, and I like them. I like the -124. I like the -145, and that's what I got on my baseball picks here.
Hey,
Take Pittsburgh and Colorado.
Did you see that Vietnamese guy that sat in the wrong poker tournament and won it?
How
He
did
didn't even
he
know
do that?
he was playing the wrong tournament. He was in a lowball tournament, and he won 40 grand.
Really? Where's
Yeah.
this at?
I don't know. One of those, some casino. He sat at the right. Thought he was playing Texas Hold'em.
Sometimes that's what it takes.
And his name was.
Armand.
Take a guess what his name was.
Fuck you, do
Close.
me.
Fam.
Fuck you, Doom.
They're all fam.
I need you
Sam.
guys.
Win
I
or
need to
fam?
go on with you guys
F-P-H-A-M.
to a boat Simpson. You guys got to kind of help me out a little bit.
You don't want to go with him. He hardly plays.
Play craps. Play the cum line.
Think we can go on the company?
Oh, you're big on the cum line.
I love the cum line.
Oh, he loves it. He loves it. He was
I
in my
remember
dream.
what-
He was all over the cum.
That's the only place I get laid. I'll tell you that.
Well, so what do you got going this weekend?
I'm going to Nashville.
You're in Nashville.
I know.
With some guy, huh?
Yeah.
Perfect
it's-
for my
right,
dream.
Right.
Nick,
it's-
what do you got going, babe?
Besides Father's Day, I'm going to boycott Walmart demonstration.
get the-
Demonstration
Nah,
at
nah,
Walmart?
get the burrito over there.
I
That's-
thought by boycott Walmart, he just meant he's not going to go to Walmart this weekend.
No, I'm going to go there
Oh,
and
you're
we're going
gonna
to hold
picket?
a protest.
I'm
Which
gonna break
Walmart?
that
We're going to
protest.
demand. We haven't decided yet. Well, actually, they're going to be 4 or 5 of them. I'm deciding
Don't go to
where to
Collinsville.
dispatch
That's where
my
I get
people.
my burritos.
And yeah, we don't know which ones we're going to do yet.
Hey,
You're going to hear about
hey,
it on the news though.
So
Nice.
We're going to demand answers on the Jade Helm thing.
So
Nice.
when you're there, you need to be a
Can you videotape?
correspondent for the Ochoman show and record some
Oh,
of
I
the
sure,
got,
man.
I got
Yeah.
shit going on. I'm not gonna go out there and walk around.
I'm not saying you. I'm saying him.
Oh yeah. You gotta videotape that stuff.
Oh,
If
you're
I
going to
was
see
there, I would
plenty of it.
do it.
Yeah, you'll see plenty
yeah,
of it.
yeah. We want the video for the Ochoman side.
Yeah, you'll get a pic
What
or
about you,
two.
Chris? What do you got going?
I tonight am going to watch Shamrock versus Slice.
Oh, is that tonight?
Bellator MMA
That's
here
tonight
in St.
here,
Louis.
yeah.
I'll be a member of the media, so I'll hopefully get
I
some
thought we were supposed to get tickets to that.
inside.
I'm sure he
inside
could have if we would have
information.
known about it.
You
but
want to make a prediction on that one?
I don't want to make a prediction on that because we're probably sponsoring this,
Oh,
and,
yeah,
and
okay.
I find it to
It's
be
going to be a great
very
event.
nice
That's
event.
my prediction.
Yeah, it's going to be a great
It's
1-minute
momentous.
event.
Gala.
Also going to Monk's Mound, hold us a seance.
Hey,
That's what I'm talking about.
Could we get some audio on that? That would be
Yeah,
amazing.
That was.
And we'll play the audio on the next
Yes.
show.
Do they shut down the
I'm
park
taking a
at
Ouija
night?
board to Monk's Mound.
Do
going
they
up
shut
there.
down the park at night?
don't you ever go?
No, you can get in there.
Can't you ever get us into an orgy?
Orgy?
Come on, man. Yeah, the hell with a
Seance.
seance.
I got a
Come on,
girlfriend
something
now.
satanic.
Oh Jesus!
Find some devil
I'm
worshiper
afraid
women.
You don't like
Faithful boy.
Obama with moose horns on
yeah,
his
that's
head?
great.
All right.
He'll be there.
Well, I tell you what, my friends, we've had a great show here.
So long.
So long, and we will see you next time. From the Ochoman and the crew, we are out of here.
out.
It ain't over now. Because when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Who's with me? Let's go. Come on. Ah!
The Ocho Man, Behind the Eight Ball, only on Ignotainment. Leave us your questions and comments below this podcast in the comments section of the iTunes Podcast Store.